whatever time of the day it is you happen to be listening, this is the P&A Podcast Express. This is our 151st official episode. The 150th behind us. What a night that was, Phil.
Oh man, what a what an event that was. Thank you to everyone that came out. Thank you to everyone that talked way louder than they should. Thank you to everyone who hopped on, added anything brilliant. He's Adam Filkins.
Nobody added anything brilliant.
Right.
I didn't listen back to it, but I was here for most of it.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Mike Smith. No, wait. I'm Phil Nickel. We are without the Glory Hole Cowboy, Mike Smith, tonight.
He's on the road.
It's just us. It's just Adam and I. Sorry. I'm going to be very apologetic here, but yet the real ones will know this is how you want it, sort of once in a while anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to be apologetic because I know this is the OG. This is this
is back to basics. We're in an empty bar. We're at the old STD here, and it is empty, literally, because it's a Monday night, and it snowed butt ton today.
This is, really,
this
going
is nostalgic
back
as a motherfucker right here, isn't it?
It is. And except we might be better, question mark, than we were back then.
Adam, you certainly are, but I can't vouch for myself.
I don't know if I've improved much at all.
Well, just like releasing all of our episodes on YouTube, digitally demastered for your pleasure.
In Technicolor.
Yes, in Technicolor. So earlier this evening, we did have a wonderful event that went on, just us. We had an interview. And later this week, you'll be able to hear that. And it was great. It went far better than I thought it was going to.
Somebody who's actually in movies and...
Right. Into moving pictures.
Yeah. The whole moving pictures thing, I believe they have sound. I don't think he's in silent movies.
I don't think he's in silent movies. But good interview. I'm still astounded that someone like that would reach out to us, honestly. But
and entrust us with it's. To be honest, it has its moments of lightness, but it is a very serious subject matter.
Yeah.
Kind of a prelude to what we'll be doing a little bit more of when we get the online radio station started.
Holy shit, wow. So
I just ripped that.
Two big announcements in case you didn't care to wade through the 150th. Yes, all of our episodes are going to be available on YouTube, and yes, we are launching our very own internet radio station.
February 1st, the episodes will be on YouTube, and come April 1st.
And that's now joke. No joke.
No,
go
April
fuck yourself.
1st,
no joke.
But very apropos that we would release it on that day.
Well, why do you think I chose that? Of course.
Yes. It was a...
when we had our team meeting and we were drunk as shit the other night, we're like, April 1st sounds good.
That's really good.
Yeah, people think it's a joke.
Frittata.
Joke's on you.
So we are going to release a online radio station, which will include a whole bevy of things. Hopefully some new shows, so you don't just have to listen to us drone on.
Shit. That's going to be part of it. Yes, we're going to put ourselves front and center 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. You don't have to listen to it, but we'd appreciate it. And
you will, because you hate yourself.
And when it's not original content, it's going to be commercials and classic rock music.
Muzak.
Yeah.
And our hope is to expand on this. We already feel pretty strongly that it will be successful, and we will expand on it, and we will eventually have a nothing but grinding noises on one channel.
Right.
Is what I plan.
Well, we're too fat to fail.
Yeah, exactly. We won't starve.
No, we're too fat to fail.
I could live the rest of my life and not eat again. I won't. I will eat again.
I just need water. That's it. You can't live without water, but I don't know if...
I probably don't even need that for some time.
Although a lot of times the water I have is golden and has barley and hops.
Yes.
So...
Well, I've been told I have enough fluid on my joints that I could live for years.
That's it. So, you've got enough fluid in the joints. I could tell when you walked in here. You're like, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody carrying a bag of just a bag of washers, just
swishy swashy.
Yeah. So we got that going for us.
So how's everybody out there doing tonight? Whatever it is, whenever you're listening, good, whatever time of the day it is you are listening to us, P&A Podcast Express, you can email us at PNAPodcastExpress@gmail.com or PNA@hornygrapefruit.com, or pineapplenibblearsehole@gmail.com, or you can call the hotline at 810-249-0455. 294. See, my dyslexia kicked in once again. 810-294-0455. Frittata. I'm sorry for that there. So have we received any new messages, emails, correspondence?
We received a lot. Like, I kind of lost track of what
you can't even keep up anymore.
No. It's actually been beautiful. I really appreciate everybody sending us messages. Most of you. There's two of you I don't.
Yeah, fuck you.
Two people that can go fuck
themselves. One of them's Drunk Phil, because he does text the hotline.
Well, he did send, fuck you and your podcast a whole lot this week. What a son of a bitch.
And Drunk Phil's a supporter. What can I say?
Well, I mean, he is.
He's doing his best.
He's a fan.
Yeah, he's a fan
of semi-sober Phil.
No, fuck that guy. This fucking guy.
That fucking guy.
Fuck him.
So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on.
What else did I want to talk about? Oh, we need to play Steve Guttenberg.
Oh, we do. I will.
This is one of the nicest things. You know what? On this podcast in my life, 3 of the top 10 nicest things that have ever happened to me in my life have happened, and this is one of them, by the way. Normally, people don't go out of their way to do anything for Phil. It happens. Normally, I'm the one doing things for people. I get it. But when I heard this, you could tell my reaction was genuine when I heard it the first time the other night.
You were a little confused at first when I started bringing this up, like, because I'm like, we did this for you, and I'm sure you thought it was going to be just me turning around and dropping my drawers and showing you my bare ass.
I thought it was going to be me getting something shoved between my butt cheeks once again. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not going to say it wasn't, but this is, we've had to give you a little bit of background if you've just started listening.
If you've just started listening.
After 150 episodes, you slack ass. We've been trying to get, we have a fund started.
It started about episode 35, 40, maybe 50. Steve Guttenberg's one of my heroes. He was everywhere in the 80s, and then he dropped off the face of the earth. And I was doing stand-up comedy poorly in Seattle, and one of my taglines was always, what's Steve Guttenberg up to these days?
Well, and I think that he, I believe that I lost my train of thought. Anyways.
So I looked up how much it would cost to spend a day with him, and it's not cheap. Actually, no, for an appearance. I just wanted to spend a day with one of my heroes, Steve Guttenberg. So we've been working on it, and so far we've only conjured up $4.72.
I think we're at $7 in the Steve Guttenberg fund.
In the Steve Guttenberg fund, but it's going to take a lot more.
Out of the $5,000 that we need to get him here for.
So unless we really have a come up, or he falls very much more from grace, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But I'm holding out hope.
Well, so this
buoyed my spirits.
This is what we were able to get for the $7. So we're broke again on the Steve Guttenberg fund, but this did get us. For $7,
you zeroed out the books. You zeroed out the books.
Hey, I'm Steve Guttenberg.
Hello.
To
Phil Nickel.
I'm really excited about doing some messages for you.
P&A Podcast Express.
And if you want me to mention Police Academy or Short Circuit or Cocoon or any of the other
glory holes
I've been in, it'd be my pleasure. Wish you happy birthday or happy bar mitzvah, whatever you like. Anyway, I'm glad to be here, and it's a great way to connect with you guys. And you've supported me over the years, and I want to support
Horny Grapefruit.
So, thanks so much, and talk to you soon.
He is such an artist that it's amazing that he recorded that in that manner. I appreciate everything you did, Steve, on that one.
He did. He worked hard on it. I
could tell it was sincere. It was very sincere.
My guess is he worked in a recliner on a laptop on it, but that's just a guess.
Hopefully he was eating Cheetos and not wearing anything else. Maybe assless chaps. Oh, hint, hint, all chaps are assless.
That's true. Holy shit, I never thought about that. What a redundancy.
So it's a redundancy. It's a Department of Redundancy department.
So whenever I bust into a room and I'm like, hey, I'm wearing assless chaps, people are like, what an idiot.
What an asshole.
God, now I feel like a dick.
What an asshole.
Yeah. I feel like a dick with his dick hanging out.
Your asshole. Yeah, jeez.
Now, if you're wearing a thong, is that a more respectable way to wear assless chaps?
I would think so, because then you're just showing off the cheeks, which is what it's meant to do.
Yeah, I think people who wear jeans and chaps, like on their motorcycle, bitches.
Lame.
Yeah, so lame.
Like George Strait.
People don't want to see that.
on a horse. I don't, fuck that.
No, people don't want to see that. People want to see your ass hanging out and, if you're lucky enough, they want to see your dog flapping in the wind.
And they want to see two things. They want to see the butt cheeks, and they want to see the leather, and they want to see, actually more than two. They want to see all the frills, and they want to see your dong flopping in the wind from those chaps.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really disappointed at what I visualize in the summer now.
Right? And so when I was in high school in FFA, we had the competition for the forestry competition. And one of them was, talking about the equipment that loggers use, and one of them was chaps. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be amazing. But they're not, like, ornate or anything. They're just functional. Like they're like Kevlar lined so you don't cut your leg off with a fucking chainsaw and some shit. And I'm like, these are fucking useless. Like, what do you mean fucking useless? I'm like, they don't have any frills. They're not leather. I mean, yeah, they don't have any ass either, but what the fuck? I thought I was going to have a good day, and I was going to entertain all the women in the FFA, and which there weren't many, by the way, so what a pipe dream that was. And I determined that year that coming in second in the state, I placed second in the state in forestry, doesn't get you a lot of chicks.
No. Probably more dong.
Oh, you can identify trees, and you can talk about equipment for loggers, and you can also do compassing. Yeah, no, not that cool, man.
Yeah, compassing, I'm not even sure what that is.
That's where they give you points, and you have to pace it off. They give you, like, so many degrees this direction, and they say, like, 42 feet, and all you're given is a compass. So you have to go that direction, like, 42 degrees, north, northeast, whatever. Pace it off, and they say, 72 feet. So you have to know your paces, you have to know your direction. Right?
Yeah, no wonder you're not getting
It's fucking
chicks.
shitty as hell. I was good at that at one point, yeah.
Ding dong, man. Ding dong. Ding dong, yo.
Right. I guess the answer is always in the question of why I don't get laid very often.
Well, if you give that speech a lot about, well, I was there and did this, or, yeah, you're not going to get laid a whole lot.
I was good at it, too, but then again, it doesn't matter because anymore, everybody has GPS, everybody has internet. You don't have to know everything. Who cares? Thank you for adding that. That's one of my favorite new drops. I sent that to you drunk one night. I'm like, we need to add this drop.
I need to boost it a little bit.
A little bit.
I may have brought it down because it seemed like it was awful loud.
So that was R2-D2 screeching across the Millennium Falcon because he just probably got zapped by something.
It's actually from the Phantom Menace.
Oh, is it?
And no, not the Phantom Menace. The second one with Anakin and...
Oh, fuck. I don't know the fucking prequels. Fuck that shit. You're a weirdo if you know that shit.
Well, obviously I don't. So
you're not a weirdo.
Yo, ding dong, man. Ding dong. Ding dong, yo.
Can you name what that's from?
Don't Be a Menace?
No. That is from the Weird Al Fat video.
Oh, yeah.
I had to reach for that one. I'm like, oh, I need a good drop.
Dude, Matt straight up sucks.
He does. And we'll...
Thanks for joining us for our 150th. Not Matt Smith, but Matt Lindley.
Dude, Matt straight up sucks.
Matt Smith tried to join us for the 150th, but we couldn't find a spot for him.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad. I wish
that's why you're getting a shout out right now, Matt. We love you, Matt Smith. You're the best. I love your comments. Oh,
holy
somebody's
shit!
Calling?
What is this?
I don't know.
I didn't even solicit anyone.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Do you know who it is?
It's Matt Smith.
Is it?
Mr. Smith? Are you there, Mr.
Hey, holy shit. I was just literally talking about how I'm so sad you didn't get on the 150th. I just mentioned your name 3 seconds before you fucking called in.
Well, that's why I'm calling, Phil.
Yeah.
You're not pissed, are you? Do you forgive us?
I ain't pissed, man. I had to go. I get really nervous drinking and then driving, so
understandable.
Us too. Us too.
I just had to get going.
So how you doing tonight, Matt? Thank you for calling.
Good.
you're going to hear this literally, and you're going to see it's on point.
Yeah, you're going to be like, holy shit, those guys weren't even lying to me, those lying bastards.
So go ahead, Matt. What were you going to say?
Hey, what did Cinderella do when she got to the ball?
I do not know.
She gagged.
From your butthole headquarters.
That's perfect. So what are you up to this evening, Mr. Smith?
I'm just taking the dog out and head to bed soon.
Nice. Well, thank you for calling in. This is a treat, and your timing was perfect.
Yes.
And you don't even have to share time with your deadbeat ass brother.
He didn't make it.
What's he doing?
He's driving or something, making money. I don't know. Not being a deadbeat.
He said he couldn't be here. It was going to be late, so he said he probably wasn't going to show up. So it's just it's just Adam and I. It's quiet. It's very quiet tonight.
Oh, yeah. And I want to put out there that in 50 more episodes, I'll be back to reclaim my cornhole title.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you are gonna have to come back probably before the 50th, just to kind of be on and hang out, and sometime especially sometime when your brother can't be here, because I know how you guys fight like little like sisters.
Oh, it's been a while for that.
Well, you're both fucking old.
He always kicked my ass.
Shit, can he still?
I doubt that. I don't think so.
He does have a pretty staunch padding on his chin.
Their beards rival each other.
They do.
Perhaps they would get intertwined.
Oh, that'd be something. That'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be really weird. I don't want to see that.
Hey, when are we going to do a food challenge?
Soon. What do you want to do for a food challenge?
Give us a food challenge and let's do it. Come on in.
That would do the hot and ready challenge.
All right, let's do the hot and ready challenge.
We're good.
Within the next week or two, let's do it.
You gotta have Mike's wife there to do it too.
We're aware of that.
All right.
Why do we want to bring in a ringer?
A ringer.
I guess if that's what you want to call it.
She's gonna hoover that thing up 3 times faster than any of us.
Yeah, that's all I want to see.
There might just be a hole in the middle of it.
Aww.
Oh, shit.
Extra sausage.
Gay.
Oh, boy.
Awesome.
Well, you would not believe, when you listen back to this, you're going to be like, holy shit, my timing was good.
Yeah.
It was that spot on, was it?
It was perfect, because I was just literally... I was complaining about how I wish we could have had you on, and everybody else was hogging the time. I'm like, well, Matt, if you're listening, Matt Smith, we're very, very sorry. And all of a sudden,
and I said he'd probably call in right now, but he's probably in the middle of jerking off. So you either finished or you're just about to,
or maybe after this, yeah.
Or you are right now.
For tomorrow.
Yeah, saving it for tomorrow. Okay,
fair enough.
Well, I would imagine that you probably got to be listening to an episode to get off, right?
Oh my God. As a matter of fact, no.
I do. I can only get off now on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry about that.
And sometimes the replays on early Sunday morning.
Or old episodes don't do it for me. It's like, I've already watched that 100 times.
You got to have that fresh shit.
Yeah. Nice. I don't want that old stuff that I've already been in before.
Right.
I get it. I get that way, especially when I'm watching my videos. I'm like, you know what? Sometimes I'll rub one out, and it might go back to back, but after that, I'm just like, nah, this is old news. Unless she does something new, different in what I've seen,
You know,
yeah.
My bride puts on. She doesn't put on sexy time music. She puts on episode 2 drink.
Episode 2 drink.
Oh, that'd be a tough one to episode 2 it.
Yeah, and I can't even get off to that.
Well, I failed too long. I failed too a long time ago. So,
there is something though that I sit there and think, man, there is something hot about Phil getting the shit beat out of him by a bathtub.
Wish I could have seen it.
Oh,
I don't think
Not
you do.
really.
I don't think you do.
No, not really.
Maybe the black eye. You might have witnessed the black eye back in the day, but yeah. Black eye, not black guy. Jeez.
Right. Could have. I don't recall. It's been a long time. My memory's a little fuzzy, you know?
A lot was happening back then, yes.
Yeah.
They were simpler times.
I literally am blown away at your timing. This was absolutely perfect.
It was the most perfect timing you could ever... folks, that was not planned.
No, not at all. This is what happens when a random person calls in and we randomly answer. It's magic.
It's magic.
It's magic.
Yeah, I tried calling in a few times on the way home, driving on the way home. But
I know, and
I heard, yeah.
I could see the call like after it came in, or I'll be honest, I'd have dumped Ashley for you. But I would see it as a missed call. I would see it as a missed call, and it was like, oh, damn it.
Well, Ashley sounds like a nice lady. Little of a wet blanket, but a nice lady.
That's astute and accurate. She keeps the podcast honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and she does a lot for the podcast. She has developed a whole like history of the podcast, like a document that shows all of the people that were on the podcast, like how long the podcast was, the date that it aired. Absolutely beautiful.
We should have her write the Wikipedia entry for the podcast.
Oh, we should.
There you go.
Ashley, I know you're listening. Can you try to submit our Wikipedia entry for the podcast?
It would be much better and spelled correctly than if we wrote it.
I know they'd be like, what frittatas wrote this? Jeez.
Yeah, 150 episodes. You guys should be in Wiki by now.
I would think so, right?
Yeah.
I submitted Phil, and he's probably still not famous enough, but the podcast is.
Yeah.
So
it's the Eddie Fury effect. He's holding me back.
I gotta ask.
Damn that Eddie.
I gotta ask something for historical purposes, Matt. When you recorded this voicemail, which is turned into...
Oh, God, people love it. People love this so much. As a matter of fact, I've had 3 different people tell me that when their day's really fucked up, this is what runs through their head over and over again right now.
What?
Yeah. What?
How fucked up were you?
You're the voice inside people's heads when their day is fucked up, dude.
I mean, that's like a general consensus of the PNA Express.
Right?
It is. I mean, this is... When we do that Wikipedia entry and people are like, how to pronounce the PNA Podcast Express, it'll be this.
Just...
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It doesn't get any better now, or more accurate.
Yeah, I was in the right state of mind by then.
Yeah, we can tell, and that's okay. You enjoy your free time, and that's perfectly fine.
No joke. Like from people who were here on Saturday, they requested that we play that.
Right.
No joke. They requested we play that. It's become part of lore.
I would request it too, but I don't want to be too egotistical.
No, I can understand.
We got you.
I know how big of a word that was for you, so...
Yeah, it was hard to get out, man.
So, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
No, it absolutely wonderful. We... It is, like I say, it has become part of lore.
And
it's no longer just...
I'm so thrilled you called in, man.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Well, I'm glad you guys answered this time.
Well,
touche.
When I'm like, we're getting a call, because I hadn't even put the call, like the
Facebook post out.
The Facebook post out. I have it written. I was writing it as you called in, and I haven't posted it yet, but I will. But I was putting it out there for people to call, and like all of a sudden we're getting a call, and I'm like, it's Matt Smith. It was like an answer to prayer.
Like, yeah, I guess we're in each other's heads now. We've probably listened to and been around each other that much at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know who I feel sorrier for, us or you.
Hey, you guys give me motivation to get through the workday.
We appreciate that.
And
Absolutely.
we give us motivation to not have to work anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So we both serve a purpose.
I didn't realize Merlin wasn't going to be there tonight.
Yeah, he was on the road, and he said he was going to get back to Croswell late, so he said probably not going to make it. It sounded like the roads were shitty enough. He wasn't going to get back till about 7, and he's like, I might not make it. I said, we'll be on till like 10 if you want to show up, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll probably be on beyond that.
So it's just Adam and I, and
you.
Well, he ate a basket full of cheese sticks and some pictures of Busch Light, and that's about it. And now you, Matt. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, well, yeah, I got like 3.5 hours shit to listen to tomorrow at work.
You have like 5.
Oh, is it 5?
Yeah,
it's like 4 hours and 45.
Yeah, 4 hours and 45 minutes or something. It had to be broken up into 2 pieces because it literally would not. It was timing out on the upload.
It's kind of like a big turd in the toilet. You got to chop it up a little bit, or it's not going to go down.
And I really apologize. I had to lower the quality of it a little bit. Not that you'll notice any quality degradation in anything we recorded, but Phil won't sound quite as good as Phil usually
does. Not nearly as sexy, because he took it away from me and no one else. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah.
Okay, you lowered the ear hole quality, not the other quality of the show.
Right.
I just...
Gotcha.
I dialed down the asshole is what I did.
So there's a dial that says asshole, and for some reason it tunes me down whenever he does that. The fuck? It's 4 hours and 45 minutes, and at least 1 hour and 50 minutes are worth listening to.
Yeah, feel free to skip around and fast forward.
Oh no, I got my whole work day covered tomorrow. Then
nice. And you're going to have tomorrow. You'll have this episode uploaded.
Nope, that'll be the next day.
Yeah.
No, this is our first episode tonight.
But it'll be tomorrow night. We'll upload this.
Well, tomorrow night.
Really
so this will be his Wednesday.
Yep, this will be your Wednesday.
Yeah.
We also have.
I don't like to shift assume.
I don't know what we're doing here anymore. I don't even know where I am sometimes.
Not much.
No, pretty much.
So, Matt, are you excited to have like 24/7 streaming radio that you'll be able to listen to as well?
What?
Oh, he doesn't know this yet. You have to realize people have not heard the announcement from the 150th, and we just announced it earlier this episode. We are launching our very own 24/7 internet broadcast radio station that'll be original content as well as classic rock music, available for your liking April 1st.
Nice.
So you'll be able to just absolutely drain the battery on your phone listening to whatever drivel we want you to hear.
Look at you guys moving on up.
It's a big step. Thank you. Yeah, it is huge. Yeah.
We're like George Jefferson.
Yeah,
to the east side. And if you want to do content or a show for us, we'll record it for you. No problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know me. I got lots to say.
Even if it's just you calling in. This man is so few words, it's beautiful. But when he speaks, it's magnificent. Like I was telling Mike how much I appreciated your post when that guy in the ice fishing group posted about how to survive if you fall through the ice and everything. And your post simply just said, that's a lot of reading and a lot of steps. I think I'd just give up. That was so funny to me. I sent a screenshot of that to your brother and said, that made my day. That was like my favorite thing. That's a lot of reading and a lot of steps. I think I would just give up.
Yeah, I ain't got a lot to say. I just make it count when I do.
Oh, some of my other favorite Mattisms are back in the day before it was the U of M fan club page, it was the Jim Harbaugh fan club page. You would fucking rile the shit out of people up on that one. That was beautiful.
Yeah, fuck Jim Harbaugh. I'm still a Michigan fan, but fuck Jim Harbaugh.
Thank you. So who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? Now that you know that you got a 1-in-4 chance.
Well, Tom Brady's out of it, so I guess I got to go root for Stafford now.
So the Rams, huh? I concur. I think it's going to be Kansas City, but I'm going to go. I'd like to see the Rams win. Yes,
Kansas City and Rams in the Super Bowl.
That'll be a dandy. Oh yeah, that'll be a good one.
I have a hard time rooting for Stafford because I kind of feel like I call him the Brett Favre in blue. He was just an interception throwing machine when it counted here in.
He threw a ton of interceptions this season during the regular season for the Rams.
Yeah, you know how many pick sixes he has,
right?
So I mean, but they just put a good enough team around him. They did what the Fords wouldn't. Fuck the Fords. They did what the Fords wouldn't. They put a really good team around him, and now he's going to get a ring because Tom Brady got some bad calls against him.
So you know what I find fascinating, though? I read this today, and it made the most sense to me. No matter what happens, it's going to be California versus the Midwest in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Which is the way it should be.
Yeah.
But fuck California.
No matter what, it's going to be California versus the Midwest in the Super Bowl.
I just don't want to see Mahomes in there again. His State Farm commercials are overplayed.
Yeah, well, we're glad that Rodgers ain't there.
Can you imagine if in some fucking weird-ass universe the fucking Bengals managed to beat Kansas City? Wouldn't that be fucked?
That would be quite surprising, as they surprised me on their game on Saturday.
Right?
Well, maybe they got more surprises in them.
Yeah, I hope
There's a lot of stripes on that helmet.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Dude, Cookie was all fucked up there Saturday.
Oh yeah, Cookie was, man. He was ready
By
to
the
go.
end, he was using the bird to hold him up.
Yeah. Well, I think it was his Mrs. Dash he got into.
Oh, what?
He had all of his little Rolos tucked in a Mrs. Dash container with some some black tape around it.
Gotcha.
So, and he went outside and lit one up, and he came back, and whatever it was good shit, Cookie. You managed to do it, buddy.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all.
Were you out there helping him out?
Yeah, I gave him a hand with it.
Good. That's good. You know, teamwork makes the dream work.
You betcha.
What are you doing over there, Adam?
I just posted that if anyone would like to call,
right,
they will of course have to wait until Matt is no longer on the line, which he might carry us through the rest of this episode.
No, man, he got that many words in him.
Don't use them all up. We need lots more.
He's full of a bunch of other stuff.
Oh shit.
Well, you've done well. You're actually more talkative on the phone than you are when you're sitting here. Maybe you're just.
I guess you guys just make me nervous.
Well,
you guys make me nervous.
I would be in awe of Phil and I too. We're quite the spectacles.
All that star-studded cast you got over there.
Oh man, I know, and I think it's just the point of being in front of the microphone. I get it too. It took me some time, but being on the phone's a lot different. No, it really is. It really is, because like when I started off broadcasting, a lot of times it was with Thumb Tailgater Sports, and Eddie would call me when I was living in Mason, just south of Lansing, and I could just talk so much more on the phone than a microphone in front of me. But it takes time, but you get used to it.
All right, maybe I'll just have to show up to the bar a little more often and practice.
Hey, you're welcome anytime. You can have your brother's spot.
He would be pissed.
Those are tiny, tiny shoes to fill.
I do not want to steal his thunder. He would be pissed.
We won't even make you wear a cowboy hat.
Nope. You can wear regular headphones like a real man.
That just looks ridiculous. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know you are.
I love it.
I'm kidding, Mike.
This is not fun at Mike's expense. It's with his expense.
Right.
Or at. I'm good with that.
Or both.
Holy shit.
We miss everybody tonight, but thanks for coming out and supporting us on Saturday night, Matt. Sorry you couldn't get on the air. You'll hear it. I was lamenting how I was disappointed that you couldn't.
Yeah, and then you called in, and I was like, holy shit.
It's all good. I'll be out there before another 50 to make up for it.
Good. This was actually better anyways, because we were actually able to talk to you. We didn't have like 15 people sitting here.
Or somebody yelling over everybody else.
Oh, God.
Yeah, dude, you guys had a crowd there the other day.
We were literally the only thing going on here at the bar. Everything was shut down because of the roads. And literally we had diehard people that came out, supported us.
Which thank you, everybody, once again.
Absolutely. It was a great time. I mean, it might not have been a great podcast, but it was a great time.
Well, I'll make that decision tomorrow when I hear it.
You give us feedback. So the thing I like about Matt is he's provided me with the most honest feedback of anyone.
I did give you feedback.
And I appreciate it. He said, no, I'm not trying to be a dick. And I'm like, no, please. If it's constructive and you have a reason and you can back it up, no, I concur. Like, give us the feedback.
Well, I mean, this is pretty honest feedback.
What the fuck?
Right?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
That is honest feedback.
Because let's be honest, a lot of people with what we're doing and locally here, they're going to blow smoke, and that's good. We need that too, but we also need people to tell us that portion or what you're doing or that segment doesn't really work.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Well, we get two things.
Yeah.
We get, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard, and we get, it's shit. Yeah, it's all shit.
Well, his sentiments echoed mine, and I said, you know what? I agree with you. I don't think it's... Yeah.
Yeah, no need to bring that back then.
No, it's done. It's dead. It's deader than disco.
What I'm wanting to hear is somebody from across the country to call in and hear their point of view.
Yeah.
Well, we
like
actually
somebody else out there's got to be listening,
right?
And
we actually just did an interview with an actual Hollywood personality, and it's more of a serious interview. But I'm looking forward to getting feedback as they listen to the episodes.
Other episodes, right?
Yeah, because I'm sure they will. And I'm anxious to get their feedback as someone who provides entertainment to tell us that we don't.
Right.
Was it Rainn Wilson?
No.
No, he's on next very soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure he's bored enough now that his one show got canceled and his other show went off the air. He doesn't have anything. Yeah.
So, Rainn Wilson, if you're listening, give us a call at 810-294-0455.
Nice job.
Did I get that right?
You did. Pretty much
Unless
really
he's,
close.
Unless he's out of the country, then what?
Oh, shit. Then dial your operator.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you help me place this call? Shit, did I just... Sorry about that. Going all Jim Croce on you.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll let it slide.
We'll allow it.
Hey, guys, I'm going to get going. I got to get to bed.
All right,
4
brother.
o'clock comes early.
Thank you for calling in, and that just made my day because you'll hear I was lamenting on how I was upset you didn't get to be on the other night. So I'm happy to hear from you,
good,
man.
Dude.
And you.
Oh,
you
yeah,
will,
we got to do another fishing trip. That shit was awesome.
Yes, we
I got to go next time. I didn't go because the whole broken leg thing, but it sounds like I would have had a good time anyways. I just could have sat in
Dude, we had so much fun.
Well, it sounds like I could have sat in a.
You could have sat in a heated or unheated shanty and still had a good time.
Something tells me if I'd have been in the unheated one, I would not have given a shit.
No, man. Or you wouldn't have a line in the water because, man, I don't need energy to fish.
It's warmer when there's no holes in the ice.
Right. All right, let's plan one of those very, very soon. We'll hook it up because that was, that's what I needed to. And I know it wasn't successful on the fishing front, but it was very successful on the...
Dude, you can buy fish places.
On the relaxing front. We had so much fun. That was so much fun. Plus all the food.
Much needed.
Yeah. Plus all the amazing food. All right, Matt. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you for calling in. Good to hear from you. Thank you for the support. We'll talk to you later, man.
All right. God bless, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
What about the fucking timing on that?
That was unreal. And I'm so glad that he did because he didn't get to get on Saturday.
Right.
And Matt's a great personality to have on here. I mean, he's good for the podcast.
His humor is so dry. It's wonderful. Like when he fucking says shit sometimes, I'm in awe. He's had some jokes that have had me be like, why the fuck? God damn it, Phil. You need to step up your game. You need to write like that. It's true. It's very true. I'm not lying. I'm not. Yeah.
Well, he's provided us with one of the best sound drops ever.
Of course. Of course.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
What I love is if I let that play on, like we would talk for like 30 seconds and then there'd be
There's another what the
fuck?
I know. That's my favorite part. You got to let that little tail. You're growing a tail. So our interview earlier that's going to air later was with Steve Moon. I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. He's director of the film Out of the Fight, and it deals with military personnel coming back from combat situations, the life encounters, things they do trying to get acclimated back, PTSD, everything, just seeking out support. It's beautiful.
And listen to it. It's like 40 minutes long.
Sorry to get serious for a moment.
We're going to air it as its own episode, but we both feel pretty strongly that this is important information. It's an important subject matter. And
plus, he gave us 45 minutes. Like,
yeah,
what the? As Matt would say, what the fuck?
Yeah,
this guy, and then he's like texting us now. He's texted us since, and he's like, I said, both of us, you're welcome on our show anytime. He's like, I'll take you up on that. We could probably get a hold of Steve Moon in like 3 weeks and be like, hey, you want to be on again?
Yeah, and when we started talking a little bit like off the subject of the seriousness of it, he's actually a pretty funny guy.
Oh yeah,
and obviously
we told him we're a comedy podcast. This isn't normally our wheelhouse. This is like Will Ferrell and Stranger Than Fiction. This is kind of like us showing some different chops here, but I think we did okay, and we did the material justice, and I believe in that material. You can find it. You'll hear it. Amazon Prime, Out of the Fight. Check it out.
Yeah, everything that I can tell you about it is it's worth watching. The subject matter is serious, but worth paying attention to and worth getting to know more about.
And it's not all Hollywood glam, and that's what I also like, because we're not Hollywood glam.
Whoa! Speak for yourself.
All right, Randy Macho Man Savage.
Speak
over
for
there.
yourself as I sit here in my sports pants and $6 t-shirt. This is Hollywood, bitch.
I know. He's Hollywood as Hollywood it can be over there, and I'm over here just like.
Not all of us can wear a Silver Tavern hat.
I can get you one of these.
Oh, huh?
I know a guy.
I'm kind of surprised after 151 episodes I don't have one.
Oh, everything's flooding and you need a big boat. Hey, I know a guy.
Holy shit.
What the fuck just happened?
So, yeah, I mean, we've revealed a lot on this podcast. For all of you who have not been able to take it in, we've been hubnubbing with Hollywood celebrities. We are releasing all of our digitally remastered, Technicolor enhanced movies.
So
audio recordings to YouTube on February 1st.
All episodes will be available on YouTube, and we kind of are facing a little bit of backlash from the podcast community because we've been told we're going to break YouTube by doing that.
Yeah. Well, I actually received some feedback that you're going to drop 150 episodes on YouTube, and yes, we are. The podcast community is afraid.
We're over 50% of all podcasts are consumed, and you guys haven't done it yet, and your numbers are still astronomical compared to like relative nobodies for starting out organically. What the fuck? Yeah,
we are overwhelmed by the response we've got.
People are. It's strange. But it's everything we've worked toward. Thank you. I can say that. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, supporters, especially people who have been there from the very start. And for those of you that have popped in and out and given up on us, go fuck yourself. Maybe you'll find us again someday, but by then we won't have time for you. But everybody who stuck with us from the beginning, thank you.
Well, we will.
Was that rude?
We will always have time for people who've listened to the podcast to be on the podcast, except for maybe Matt.
Dude, Matt straight up sucks.
So I thought about this. We're going to do our next eating challenge, our next feeding frenzy challenge. We're going to do the hot and ready. Who can consume a hot and ready pizza from Little Squeezers, the quickest, Little Caesars. By the way, sponsor us. We love you. Can we ceremoniously have just a pizza sitting there that no one eats, like an ode to Matt? Like that's his pizza. No, nobody touch that. That's One Eye Willie's gold. Nobody touch that.
Well, honestly, he should just win by default.
Right.
Because he would beat us in any eating challenge because he is a vacuum.
He's welcome to join us again.
Absolutely. No, so that everybody knows.
We're not saying
I want to clear the air on this.
Go ahead, please. Thank you.
I want to clear the air on this.
Issue the official statement.
No falling out with Matt. We absolutely love Matt. There's been no falling out with him. There are some circumstances that have kept him from being on the podcast, not within our control. He is welcome back anytime.
With open arms. And you know what? I'll give him my fucking hot and ready so he can eat two, and he'll consume them quicker than anyone else we have on.
Yeah, he'd still eat it faster than you.
Yeah. Well, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You could not eat one, and it's going to be gone faster than you could eat one.
One of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life was him eating, 6 foot of fucking wiener. Holy shit.
Yeah. I got 2 foot down, and I was like, holy
I did
shit.
4.
You did 4, and I don't know how you did it.
It was tough.
There's a lot of
wiener. It was a slog. He ate 2 yards of fucking chili cheese dogs. That is an insane amount. Folks, if you think that that's nothing, if you think that feed is nothing, go tomorrow and buy 5 regular hot dog chili cheese dogs and try to eat them as quickly as you can. And that's only what, 2.5 feet. Yeah, you're going to struggle.
Yeah, it is a massive amount of.
That's a lot of wiener.
That's a whole lot of wiener you got there.
Well, from their butthole headquarters.
From your butthole headquarters.
That for anybody. So if you want to get to Cliff Notes, like the highlights of the show, and you don't want to listen to 5 hours of us droning.
I'd advise it. No, if you need time to kill, time to fill, and if you're at work doing nothing, listen to it. It has its gems in there, and I'm going to advertise this. The first hour and hour of the show are fucking amazing.
Pretty
They're
solid.
Gold.
The last 45 minutes of the show
are amazing.
Phenomenal.
Too.
The middle probably drags on a little bit. Let's face it. There's a lot of people here. So it might be a little hard to keep track of.
And Adam and I are popping in and out. People are not introducing themselves. We failed as host. But at that point, it was almost like a runaway train, never coming back.
We were a little bit
on a one-way track.
We tend at those types of events to get a little bit
let's
sideways.
face it, that also alcohol was a factor.
Yes.
It
always is.
How did I pull that together for that last 30 to 45 minutes? Because I would put that last 40 minutes of that episode up against anything we've done, honestly. I think it was good.
Yeah, it was. Well, for one, it was just me, you, Mikey, and Mike.
Yep.
You know, which made it pretty easy to handle,
right?
Even in the state we were in. But we'll give you a hint. It kind of revolves around
from your butthole headquarters.
There's a whole lot of talk about that in there, and it is pretty spectacular. We get some different looks from Mike Gallagher.
Little sideways.
Yep,
it's good.
And Mike's a great guest. He knows
Mike Gallagher. You're welcome on this podcast anytime. Also,
well, and I mean, he's done radio. With doing the things with sports and things
he's
like
a professional.
That. He is, and we just had a really good time with him.
Oh, it was so fun. I wish he could come and be on the podcast more. Like, I know he's a busy guy. His business. This is his wheelhouse, his evenings, because that's primarily what he does to cover. But Mikey Gallagher, you're welcome on the podcast anytime. Let's set it up. I'd like to have you as a guest on our non big event episodes.
Right, just a regular episode to kind of talk to you.
I want to hear your perspective, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just a good guy. I really like Mike, and I do have one other announcement that we're going to kind of throw out here. We discussed it. And we're going to try and get out on a few more Saturdays,
right?
And do some on location, kind of spread the podcast out a little bit. We're kind of at the point where we need to get the word out there, and we want to promote the new radio station, the new YouTube stuff.
God, that still blows my mind. All of it does. How did we end up here?
Who the hell knows? I'm not even sure. We're here, and I don't know.
It was just you and I 1 year and 4 months ago sitting in an empty bar that was closed because of COVID restrictions.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, we're interviewing directors that are on IMDb. We are launching everything, all 150 plus episodes on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we're starting our own internet broadcast radio station.
That is some crazy shit.
What the fuck is happening here, folks?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Are we sure we can do this?
No, but we will.
Okay.
We can't help but do it. We've said we're going to. And we're men of our word.
Real man of genius.
I don't know that we're singers. But
we really salute you, guy who, I don't know.
Guy who starts a podcast and then tries to start a radio station. Guy who starts a podcast and then starts a radio station.
People are tired of hearing your fart jokes and talking about internet porn.
But nobody's tired of hearing.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's gold. That's fucking gold. So I know, and we talked about this, and yes, when we're doing our internet radio station, we're going to tune it down a little bit when we do our show. We're going to go a couple hours a day, but that drop is going to stay.
Well, that drop will stay. We don't, the beauty is we're not.
So basically, Adam's still going to talk about what he talks about, but Phil's going to have to mute himself a little bit.
I've gotten pretty bad. I did tell the one joke about the kid going down to his grandma.
Right. Now I know how she died.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So, I have to tone it back a little bit. You have to tone it back a little bit more.
I got to pull back on the range just a little bit.
And
more.
whenever we have Anthony on the show, he's got to tone it back a lot.
And I can't help it
because banging grapefruits is not going to go.
No, I think that's brilliant.
It is.
I think you can talk about that on our radio station. That's going to be fine.
Yeah, I think so too.
Graphically, talking about how it ensconces your junk and it feels like a warm wallet, just gripping your manhood, twisting and turning.
Yeah.
No, don't go into that detail.
No. Well, he might.
Yeah, as well I should. I'd be like, this isn't your first rodeo, is it?
No, as his father, I've tried not to judge him, but,
How many grapefruit do you think he's ruined?
Well, I won't let his mom buy grapefruit anymore.
HornyGrapefruit.com.
Which you can visit, by the way. There will be there is currently a website ready to launch on that, but it is not ready to go yet.
Are we too ambitious? We have so many irons in the fire.
We don't know what the hell we're doing.
What are we trying to do here?
We're trying to create a very weak media empire.
That's a 100% accurate. Very weak media empire.
Like if you would like to buy out this media empire and you've got like $38, you have a shot.
So caught up in you, little girl. Sorry, you said 38. That reminded me of 38 Special.
Well, that's kind of where that came from.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got a shot. You've got a shot at owning at least a large portion of this.
Well, $38 should get you at least a fucking 5% share, I would think.
Well, it's going to get your frittata shirt.
Of course it'll get your frittata shirt, which, by the way, I don't know what I did with my frittata shirt. Did I give it to a fan? I think I gave it away. So I was like, I like your shirt. You can have it. I'm a frittata.
I like frittatas.
I like frittatas.
Oh, boy.
Where are we at here?
We're like, we can close this thing down at any time.
Because I really have to pee.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first, and I'll get this shut down and ready to fly here.
Okay, so I'm going to go pee.
Well, here, hold on. Let me...
Oh, you going to play us out?
I will. I will do that. It's what I do here.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm still Phil Nickel. Thank you, Matt Smith, for calling in. That made the entire fucking week, honestly. I'm not going to lie.
It did. That was fantastic.
Your timing was impeccable. We love you, Matt Smith. Thank you. For all of you listening at home, thank you. You know the email. You know the hotline. The only thing I can tell you at this point is make good choices.